My name is Christopher Hope. I am the founder of the Chris Hope Foundation. The Chris Hope Foundation was established to help St. Jude families who struggle financially due to their child fighting cancer. Most families are away from their homes from 6 months to a year to 2 years, and without being home, that means they can't work. No job, no money, and no money means no bills are paid. So therefore, they need assistance and help things stay established at home, so that's where we try to step in and help out. I got my motivation when I was visiting a family and one of the parents got a phone call, and in the midst of her phone call, tears was rolling down her eyes. And of course, that kind of caught my attention, and I realized it was a serious conversation going on. And once she got off the phone, she said, "I'm gonna lose my home." And I asked, what do you mean? She said, "I'm not making the payments and I'm gonna lose my home." So I asked her how much her mortgage was, and she said, I think it was around $628 a month. The first thing that came to my mind was, I wish my house note was $628. So it was at that point I was like, why can't I help her make that payment? It's only $600 something, and why can't I help her make that payment? So I got in contact with some friends, told them the situation, and we raised the money and was able to help her make her payment for at least another month, and she didn't lose her home. I mean, that was just, here's what you need to know and send it out. I really didn't have to do a lot as far as that concerned. My executive administrative assistant, Nina Johnson, I just pretty much gave her everything that was needed as far as information to get everything filed, and she pretty much took care of all the paperwork on that end. So I didn't really have a lot of involvement as far as that goes. Well, one of the cool things that happened recently, we had a family who I got bad news about their child about to end his life. And one of the things that he wanted to happen while he was alive was his mom get his last name. Even though his parents had planned to get married before his diagnosis of brain cancer, the wedding was, of course, held off because they had to come to St. Jude to care for their child. So after getting word that their son was going to be in his angel wings soon, they wanted to get married, but wasn't financially able to make that happen. So we were able to take her shopping, get her a wedding gown, to get a church, a minister, everything that was needed to make this happen. They were due to go home on a Wednesday, I believe, and the wedding took place on a Tuesday. So we got everything that was needed, got their family together and had the ceremony, and I believe it was 4 days later the son passed. But we were able to make that dream happen for her son, which was to have his parents married before he gained his angel wings. They can't. No, just oh man, screw that up. I gave my personal one. Alright. Well, first of all, people can help us by donating to the cause. If you go to our website, www.chrishopefoundation.org, you will see that you can do a one-time donation or you can do a monthly donation. And of course, anything that's donated to the cause goes toward the cause. We have several events going on throughout the year. We're always looking for volunteers to help us out with that. So if you're interested in helping out, volunteering, you can email me at chris@chrishopefoundation.org and let me know what event or in any areas you want to help the foundation, and I will be happy to respond to your email.
Hardest part of what you do?
The hardest part about this is when a child get their angel wings. I mean, you meet these kids and, you know, you have fun with them, you play with them, and you take them out, you know, you go bowling, you know, you play Uno games with them, and, you know, you get attached to them. And to know that one is struggling, or one has been diagnosed with days or months to live, or to get that tragic call of a child just passed. There was one kid that was doing great, and she got free to go home, and everything was looking good. And I don't even think she was home a week or two, and I got a text message saying that this kid, they have lost this kid. So I was like, what you mean you lost it? And so to clarify the text, they came back and said that she had passed, and that just tore me up, because this was a kid that was doing fine, that was doing great. I saw her the week before, and she was happy, joyous, and found out a week later that, you know, she had passed. I mean, that was heartbreaking. I went to the funeral, and I must say that seeing her lying there, it just it tore me to pieces. That was the first funeral I went to of a St. Jude kid, and, you know, it was awful. It was awful. I mean, I looked at her maybe a whole 3-4 seconds, and I had to walk away, because it was hard to believe that she was gone. And so, I mean, once I got myself, I did go back to say goodbye to her, and it still touches me to this moment. I have a bracelet that her grandmother gave me, and it says, "You've got this," on one end, and on the other end it says, "Keep smiling, Lila." And I've never taken this bracelet off, and I'm more than likely never take it off. That girl, she meant a lot to me, and it was just touching how it was just it was tough. Losing a kid is the hardest part about being involved with St. Jude families. I mean, it's not just the death of the child, but seeing the heartbreak of the families as well. It's rough, it's tough. But, you know, you have to take the good with the bad. You know, there are a lot more good stories versus bad stories. So, I mean, one of the things we're hoping for is the cure for childhood